My name is Aravind. My register number is 2182019. My first case is Pitchaimani, wife of ManiVasagam, and Mr. Natarajan. Both are petitioner. The respondents are versus respondents Inspector of Police Madurai, Commissioner of Police Madurai, and Mr. Parthiban. He is the de facto respondents. So main fact on this case is not to harass the petitioner and their family members in the case of inquiry. What was the issue? Pitchaimani husband ManiVasagam borrow money from the Parthiban. He is a lender and the de facto respondents. Due to the situation, ManiVasagam cannot able to pay the amount, so that Mr. Parthiban filed a case against the ManiVasagam. At the time of money borrowing, the Parthiban got the blank checks, pro notes, and other documents. So in this case, the main issue is petitioner Mrs.Pitchaimani, wife of ManiVasagam, not have any connection with the business affairs done by ManiVasagam. ManiVasagam is also filed the insolvency petition in the subordinate court. The police officials are repeatedly harassing and issue a summon to the petitioner without any basis. The police officers are summoned to the petitioner. All family members are harassed by the police. This court comes to the Madurai bench of Madras High Court. The first argument is the respondent police harassed the petitioners under the guise of inquiry. Respondent side, the public prosecutor. Public prosecutor appearing for the respondents, police submitted that on the complaint given by the de facto complainant against the petitioner, the petition inquiry is pending on the file of the respondent police. What they are telling now, public prosecutor, what they is telling, the complaint, the police submitted that the complaint given by the de facto complainant. Who is de facto complainant? Mr. Parthiban. Mr. Parthiban is a de facto complainant. He filed the case against the petitioner. This case is in pending. This case is pending on the respondent police. So finally the court give a judgment. The honorable court give a judgment. What is it is? The court under the section 482 Cr.p.c. normally would not interfere with the investigation conducted by the police officers. Nevertheless, it would also not turn a blind eye to instance of harassment by the police under the guise of investigation. This judgment is given by the honorable court, and then the court also issued some guidelines. These guidelines are come from the honorable Supreme Court judgment Lalita Kumari versus Government of Uttar Pradesh and others. These guidelines are: while summoning any person named in the complaint or any witness to the incident complained of, the police officer shall summon such a person through a written statement to a written summon under the section 160 Cr.p.c, specifying a particular date and time for approaching before them for such an inquiry or investigation. The minutes of inquiry shall be recorded in the general diary, station diary of the police station. These guidelines are issued by the Honorable Supreme Court in Lalita Kumari versus Government of Uttar Pradesh and others. So So after with the above observation and direction, the criminal original petition stands disposed of. And then my point of view is, nowadays many peoples uh, many peoples buy a loan from some banks, some small lenders. They cannot able to pay at a time of repayment all the money lenders scolding very much, and then many people are comes under the mental stress. If the mental stresses come means body health also will affected. They cannot able to go job. So it is a main. My another request is the government want to take a necessary steps against the small lenders. Government or parliament want to take a law, want to enact a law against the small lenders. And then nowadays many custodial death are happen in the many police station in the case of investigation. So that government want to take a necessary action against the custodial death. Government want to take a necessary action against the custodial death, because custodial deaths happen lot in nowadays last 5 years compared to many custodial deaths are happen. So that government, parliament and then Supreme Court want to take a necessary action against the custodial death. Thank you.